Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door. awkward adventures.
Everyone roll a d20.
Okay.
Alright, well, Fenn and Hazel reroll.
Uh-oh. Ah, shit.
Hazel, what happened last time?
We ended up, we got, let's see. We were gonna get killed by a bunch of Rowan, they're not really gypsies because you're not supposed to say that, but Vistani. And instead, a guy took us to his little cabin. A guy stepped in, this old fart that's actually, don't tell anybody, but he's an elf. Took us to his little cabin and stopped them from killing us. And he told us that, what else did he say? He said that we need help before we can kill Mr. S. And told us to... he told us where to go to get what we needed to be able to attack that guy. Gosh, is he the one that told us to go to the blue halls or the something halls? But anyway, and then so we were able to leave, and we went. We headed on the trail to go to the location he told us to go to, and then we came up across a giant army marching. And that's where we stopped.
Do you...
I did bad.
I mean, you've missed a few things, but that's the general gist.
gist.
Do you remember anything, the significance of where you are at now? You remember any details?
Oh, gosh. They'll come to me.
Does anyone remember specifics about where you are now?
Yeah, we were on our way to Argonvostholt. We had been following the road back to the winery, but we kept going past it to find Pass of Solenka?
Yes, the Solenka Pass. But do you remember something different about where you are now than where you've been this entire game? This entire
Well, there's a
campaign.
big army, right?
Right.
There's like a big army marching.
Anything else?
Gosh.
That's about all I have.
All right.
Like, I think we were looking for crossroads, right? I don't know if we were in the second crossroads because you gave us the option to rest at the first crossroads that we came to, but we were like, we'll keep going.
Yeah, I know we haven't rested because I only have 11 hit points. So.
Well, the detail is minor, so you might have missed it. But the biggest thing about where you are now that is so different from where you've been this entire campaign is you can see the blue sky. It is not overcast.
I don't remember that detail.
I don't remember that detail either.
I mentioned it, but
We
you
didn't pick up on it.
you exited the woods, and when you did so, you saw the sky clear, no clouds up above. But in front of you, there was a hill, and above that hill, there were very dark clouds looming over it. And then you turned and saw this army marching, not towards you, but towards the hill in front of you. And beyond that army, was an estate, a mansion, standing high above everyone else. And I should have kept going a little bit longer to give more an idea of what's going on. But I ended there. Now, the army comes up. It stands in formation. You see rows of soldiers carrying shields, swords, spears, bows, and arrows. And you see several horsemen riding throughout the ranks, giving orders, telling everyone to be ready, on your guard, and all that. And then, over the hill, with the dark clouds looming overhead, you see another rider coming over. Heavy armor. The horse that it's on is very dark. It's hard to make out much of what you see the soldier or the horse, but it is just a lone horseman. He stops at the top of the hill. His horse looks eager to run in, but he calms it. And the clouds overhead start to move towards you, towards the army next to you.
Oh dear.
What would you like to do?
Where is the mansion exactly? So is the mansion behind the army where the army's coming from?
Yes.
What does it appear the army's marching towards then? They're just towards a hill with a guy
Towards the
on it,
hill where the lone horseman is.
with a lone horseman.
Though they have stopped marching and are falling into formation now.
What do we want to do? Does the army even, like, how far away are we from the army and everything?
You're probably like 100 yards from the army.
So they don't see us.
That's not.
They do
very
not
far.
appear. It's not super far. It's the length of a football field, but it's
They can see us.
300 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
They do not appear to have seen you.
Well, I would take care to not let them see me, and I'd continue to observe.
That's an option.
Are there any, like, banners or anything that this army is carrying?
Yes. Like in this picture, you see that they are carrying flags, banners, things that symbolize who they are and what they stand for.
Okay, who are they and what do they stand for?
Yeah, like,
Do we
do
have
I
any
recognize
help?
any of the symbols? Can I use a
You can do.
history?
Fenn can do a history or religion check.
I guess I'm gonna do history and see how I roll, and then if it sucks, then I'll use a knowledge of the past. Yeah, I'm gonna use a knowledge of the past. One. So that's a 6. 14.
All right, so Fenn, you are staring at this army. You're trying to identify who they are. You haven't seen any kind of force like this. Well, you're not sure how long you've been dead for most of that time. But since you were alive, like fully alive, not alive again. But this looks like an army large enough to belong to the land before the Mr. S, I suppose, took over and named it Barovia.
So, like,
And
the only army that I could compare this to would be like the army that I was part of, like 400, 500 years ago.
Yeah, you do kind of recognize the symbol, only it's very faint. You recognize it as the fabled Order of the Silver Dragon, though this army is much larger than the Order was.
About the Order of the Silver Dragon. I'm gonna tell to like turn to the group. I don't even like. Are all the banners like showing that sign, or is it kind of like I see a few of those ones, but there's like other banners?
You do see a couple other scattered around. You see the
Okay.
Order of the Silver Dragon, and you also see another one, which you're not really sure of. That is a sun on a horizon.
That's is that the symbol of the Morning Lord?
Possibly.
Because I have the amulet of the devout, which has the symbol of the Morning Lord. So is it the same symbol?
You look at it, and the symbols are the same.
I'm gonna take my amulet of devout off, and I'm gonna turn to the party, and I'm gonna say like, "This is a massive army, but there are some banners that I recognize from my time, who were part of the military to fight the invader 400 years ago."
I thought they were done fighting him. Where did this come from?
I don't know, but the other banners appear to be of this deity that they currently worship. And I show my amulet of devout, which has the symbol of the Morning Lord.
And they're going up against a single rider. Do we recognize the rider? Can we see him? Are we close enough? Can we tell who it is?
Is the horse on fire?
It is not on fire, no. But the rider is completely covered head to toe with armor, so you cannot recognize them.
It could be that
How could
this
an
army
be
is
raised that we didn't even know about? All the towns we visited and the people we've talked to, an army of this size, and there was no word.
Well, okay, so, and I point out to the banners, the silver banners that have the dragon, the Order of the Silver Dragon on them. And I point to those and be like, "Do you see those?"
Yeah.
Those are the crest of the military back in my time. And the commander was Lord Argonvostholt. He was a very wealthy individual and used his money and power to recruit strong soldiers, strong people to defend against evil. And maybe it's one of his relatives or ancestors, like children, who've just kept the dream alive.
So these are living people. These are not.
Well, I don't know. We should get closer if we want to check it out. I mean, we were on our way to Argonvostholt.
Yes.
And Argonvostholt, Argonvost, maybe they're from there.
All right, let's find out. They don't appear to be the evil, so they're probably not just kill us all, right?
I don't think so. I don't think they're evil.
So you want to approach the army, do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Use some recruits. Could help.
What could go wrong?
Exactly.
Fine.
This is the symbol on the banners.
What about that?
It's a silver dragon.
Alright, you approach the army.
Yeah. I don't think we're trying to hide or anything. At least Fenn isn't.
Okay, so
I'm not going to try to hide.
the four of you, actually, I forgot, Irina is with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other thing we forgot was that
Oh,
she
yeah.
said
What's his name?
Vasily?
Turned evil. We always knew he was.
Well,
I
no,
knew
not
that guy
turned
was
evil,
sketchy.
just acted weird. Like
He's just
Vasily
being
was acting
sketchy.
weird, saying mean
Yeah.
things about me.
Yeah. Who does that?
Oh, you know if somebody's a creep, they're evil. Don't worry about it.
Sure. Totally evil too.
Look, he doesn't need to be threatened by my alpha maleness.
All right, so how close do you get to the army before you do anything else? You start at about 300 feet away.
Fenn's gonna, I guess, get close enough to see if there's like, cause you said they're getting ready.
Yes.
I think Fenn is going to try to approach whoever's closest. I don't know if it would be like a soldier or if it's like a horseman.
You see horsemen riding around. They aren't stationary. So
Okay.
if you want to approach a foot soldier, that would be someone who's just standing there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. What's
Oh, nonchalant.
They've all got. There's got to be some gossip going around. Soldiers are always good with a little gossip. Say, what's the word?
All right, so you get close to this soldier. What would you like to do?
Is there like a hail that you would say to greet soldiers back then?
Hail!
Hail! Hail and well met. Mighty fine army you've got there.
How's it hanging, laddie?
That's your traditional.
Low and lazy.
Yeah, I guess just like kind of I don't know. They're not focused on us, I guess, so they don't see us coming or what?
They do not look in your direction as you approach.
All right. Well, I guess the closest one, I'm not going to get like right up to him, but I'm just going to be like hail soldier. What's going on here? This is quite an army you've raised.
When you ask the soldier this question, he does not move, he doesn't flinch, he doesn't acknowledge you or say anything.
That's creepy.
Does anything look off about him? Like
You clockwork
as we
soldier?
get closer?
You can all
Are
roll
you-
insight if you'd like.
Yes.
Are you sure these blokes are even alive?
Hazel did well. So did Oz.
Alright, so Fenn, you're concerned by the fact that these individuals pay you no mind. As a soldier, you need to be alert for any distractions.
Yeah.
So to be unfazed is not ideal. But Oz and Hazel, you see on this individual's profile, you see fear and anxiety. From a distance, it looked like they were stalwart, stoic individuals. But up close, you can tell that this person's afraid. And you look around at other individuals, and they show the same sign of fear in their eyes.
So they're not automatons or anything. They're just kind of frozen with fear, kind of.
Not
willing-
frozen in fear, but dreading what is about to come.
Excuse me, young man. I hate to bother you. I'm just a weary old lady traveling, and can you tell me who you're going up against here? I just want to make sure I'm not, walking in the line of fire.
Just as with Fenn, there's no movement, no words, no acknowledgement.
Where's he looking? What's he looking at that he's not acknowledging us even talking?
He's looking straight ahead towards that hill with the rider.
Go up and wave my hand in front of his face and look at him like, hello, hello.
All right, as soon as you move your hand to get him to look at you, an order gets shot out, and every single individual in these phalanx will draw a weapon, whether it's their spear, their sword, or their bow.
Oh my!
And everyone at the same time shouts, "Ah!" And determined, they look and straight ahead at that individual on the mountain or on the hill. And you turn your head to look what they're seeing, and behind this rider, a dark line of soldiers appears behind him, much larger than the army you're right next to. The clouds overhead begin to come forward, blocking out the light. You can see on the ground, in the grass, a line of shadow coming closer to this army.
That's not good.
From behind you, as you look towards the hill, a roar echoes in the valley.
Like behind, like where the lone horseman was?
No, behind you.
No, behind us.
Behind the army.
Us? Oh, I turned to try and look.
I'm trying to remember if something was chasing.
You turn to look, and behind the mansion, actually climbing over it, is this massive silver dragon.
Whoops.
Possibly some of the one of the oldest dragons you might have seen, an ancient silver dragon. And the army next to you is not focused on the dragon, but on the army ahead of it.
I wonder if the silver dragon's with them. I mean, they are the Order of the Silver Dragon or something.
The Order of the Silver. They're the Order of the Silver Dragon. Yes, it makes sense that the dragon is there.
Maybe they didn't think it was that literal.
I think it would be best that we move.
A long life as a spectator seems like much more appealing to me right now.
I think let's move down.
Downwind, upwind.
This towards this army, like go further back. I guess towards the mansion that they're coming from. Yeah,
Right.
we don't want to be in the front lines.
Okay. Me neither.
All right, so you start walking away from the hill where the single rider's on, and the army behind it. And as you begin walking back, an order gets shouted out between all the horsemen, and the soldiers next to you pull back slightly and push forward in their heavy armor, running towards the hill. And when that happens, the dragon will take off from the mansion. And in front of the army on the hill, the rider and their army will start racing at full speed. Looks like these two armies are about to clash.
I think we should move post haste.
Post haste.
Fenn's gonna start running.
Okay.
Let's
Like,
not.
as fast as he can, I guess.
Um,
Is anyone taking bets?
Fenn is running. Is anyone else joining him?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hike up my skirts and scoot.
Okay.
Yes. I'm
I want.
going along with them. Is Irina?
Yes, she will follow. She's.
So we're heading down flow of the army. I would assume that we're not in it, like
No.
we're next to it,
Yes.
and we're heading towards the mansion where the dragon was.
Yes.
Was the mansion big enough to hold that dragon? Is it like a big mansion?
It's pretty big. It's like it looks to be 3 stories and quite wide. It would be a tough fit for the dragon, but you think that yes. And I want everyone running to either make a strength saving throw or a constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna go with cost.
Both the same.
Ugh.
Whoops.
Anyone who's near me gets the Paladin aura, right?
Yeah. So plus
So,
4.
Hazel and Oz can both roll or you guys both get a +4 to your numbers rolled.
Okay, good. Save me.
All right. Fenn, you, with the strength of the army surrounding you, you feel invigorated, and you just take off towards this mansion. You have Hazel and Hume on your heels, and Irina is not far behind them, but Oz is having difficulty.
Tiny little legs.
It's the heavy armor.
The sudden sprint. You're used to more prolonged pace. You can keep a good pace, but sudden fast movement has got you winded pretty fast. And so the 4 others leave you in their dust as you try and keep up. And behind you, I'm not sure if you're going to look, but you hear the first
But there's
clash.
a loud noise, I'll look.
What?
If there's a loud noise, I'll look.
Okay. You hear the first clash of metal on metal. You aren't sure if it's sword against sword, or sword against shield, or sword against armor. But you hear the combat suddenly start. And the dragon overhead roars and okay. You hear a whoosh of wind coming from overhead, as it's possible that the dragon just let loose its blast. You keep running till you get to the mansion?
I would think so, yes. Unless somebody stops us or something.
Nope, you are free to go there. Okay, so you are running at full speed. You aren't stopping for anyone. You feel like even if you look behind you, it'll slow you down too much. But with your sprint, you see below you at your feet in the grass the shadow of the clouds above catch up. And just before you get to the mansion, the dark clouds, have already overtaken it. And once again, you are in overcast, dark skies, dread everywhere.
Ah.
You
In
get-
other words, it's normal.
back to normal. Grim and dismal.
Yes.
Okay, so you reach the mansion, and as you do so, you stop to catch your breath, and behind you, there is no more noise. Silence. There is no more clashing of swords, no more whooshing of dragon breath. Just silence.
On this silence, I will stop and turn around to see
Yes,
what's
as
happening.
soon as I
That's weird.
stopped hearing anything, I stopped and turned around.
Alright. You turn around. You see no army. You see neither army, no dragon, no rider. Just the hill, and the grass underneath your feet is barren. The mansion in front of you, once intact, now one side completely destroyed.
Did we
That
just
like a
see the
vision?
past? I think we just saw the past.
What just happened here? What?
I think we just saw the past.
You keep repeating that. What does that mean?
Just what I said. We walked right into a time anomaly and got to see a very large event from the past.
Does that mean we can find a way to get back there?
To the past? It doesn't look like a very good place to be. We just ran from it with every ounce of strength we had.
Well, let's see if there's any answers at this mansion.
Yeah.
Good. Investigate this
I've
place.
got enough troubles with the present, thank you.
In front of you looms a sepulchral mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seemingly like the fossilized remains of some long dead thing smote upon the mountainside.
Are there any bodies nearby?
You see no bodies.
Wait. But if this was where a war happened, that means there would potentially be bodies in the ground.
Not with enough skeletal structure left for you to work with. Longer.
You don't know that.
Gone to dust. Well, can we get inside this building? Lace
Yeah,
out of
okay.
the rain?
Shouldn't even try.
Not raining. Is it
I
raining?
wouldn't mind rest.
It's not raining, no.
Yeah, it's not raining.
There was thunder, but there is no rain.
I would like to check out this dragon statue.
Okay. Check it out, dragon statue.
Ooh, pretty
Woo!
cool.
It's big. Is there any like placard or anything?
Okay. You see a perch atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon. Its wings tucked close to its body, the statue looks east towards the mansion. and I will take you to the map.
The statue is facing towards the east, towards the mansion. This is
You're about 3/4 of the way down on the far left side.
There we go. Ah, we're looking at a.
Pew.
Well.
And it's, yeah,
What
it
time of
facing
day is it?
Facing towards the mansion.
It is, well, you've been traveling for most of a day, so probably late afternoon to early evening.
Man, that sun felt nice. Weird that I didn't notice it right away.
Does anyone else feel like they should be getting a little bit of a rest at all?
Hey, Irina, you saw that happened, right? The armies.
Of course.
Okay, just
It did symbolize the army of long past. Haven't seen an army that big at all.
I'm going to say, how could an army like that exist and we wouldn't even know of it?
Do you guys know anything of like the past, like of past armies and such?
I
don't know if you guys have school or educational systems.
A lot of the records were destroyed by you know who.
Yeah, dickhead. Yeah.
But there were fables that an army did stand up against him. Although, it'd be pretty spectacular if we could find that army again.
Might be what it took, huh?
I feel like maybe the dragon would help more.
A dragon would be great.
Dragon would be great.
Maybe we saw this apparition at this time, at this place, because there is some
Thing here that could help us?
method of, yes, there's something here that could help us.
Lovely.
Let's check out this mansion then. If anything,
Alrighty.
at least we can rest here and shelter.
Yes. I can throw up Lemon's tiny hut.
Well, we could probably go inside, right?
All right.
Go inside and then throw the hut up.
Okay. Sure.
Have I been here before?
What was that?
Have I been here? Like, does Fenn have any kind of like, man, this deja vu?
You could roll a history check.
Nope.
Yeah,
guess not.
you're.
Checks out.
I mean, you have heard of this place, but as far as you know, you've never been here.
Man, half of my brain has been eaten by worms, so I know nothing.
Oz, as soon as you step up the stone steps here, Fenn, you are about here. Hazel and Fenn, you hear a grinding of stone coming from the dragon statue. You turn to look, and it looks like the statue's mouth opens up, and Fenn and Oz, you feel a cold blast of air coming from the dragon's mouth. But it's, other than a chill wind, you don't feel any other effects. And
Is
after...
it minty fresh?
Ooh, it smells like decay.
Why on earth? Why would the dragon's mouth open?
And then-
This is some sort Okay, go ahead.
And then, like, after 3 seconds of this, it will close its mouth and the cold air will stop.
Oh, that could be security system. If this is truly the remains of the mansion of Argonvostholt,
Yes.
he was a pretty wealthy guy from what I remember. I wouldn't doubt if he didn't have security systems.
All right, so we'll be careful.
I think I triggered something and it just didn't have the juice that it once did. Thank goodness.
Hopefully not.
You all see in front of you flagstone steps that are flanked by stone railings that climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and door knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argonvostholt.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to knock on the door with the knocker.
Yeah, I thought Argonvostholt was supposed to be full of revenants.
Well, maybe it is. We haven't gotten inside yet, now have we?
Good point.
Oz, I want you to make an athletics check.
An athletics? Why? Is it that high up the door?
It's very heavy. These are big knockers.
It's not a dwarf thing.
Oh,
It's not a dwarf
nice
thing.
knockers.
All right.
Alright, so
He
you
has to climb
pull.
the door because it's a dwarf.
you
That's what I thought you were going for.
Go for it, Oz. You can do it.
you
I'm
pull
a
back
dwarf.
on
I've
the.
had to climb for knockers before.
Oh, boy.
She had huge
Ah.
tracts of land. Alright, so you pull back. The door knocker is much heavier than it looks like. And you pull back with some force and you push forward to knock on the door. And as you do so, it slams into the wooden door and it echoes inside. And when you do so, the doors themselves open up.
Well, good.
The force of you knocking open the door.
I holler, hello?
Your voice echoes back to you, but you hear nothing
Well,
more.
that's nice.
I can't imagine anyone would be living here as ruined as this place is.
I advance into the room.
Okay. So you see in front of you.
I see stairs.
You feel like this room is as if a king died here. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies, held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestries depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders.
Ooh. Can we examine these busts and see if... Hey, Fenn, see if you recognize any of these men, these busts.
Well, I'm good. I know a little history. I'll check this one out over here.
Yeah, both Fenn and Oz roll history.
It's gonna be that kind of night.
It's a good start.
Which way is good?
So you have no idea. Oz, you've never been to this place before. Fenn, these just look like individuals with chiseled jaws and handsome looks about them.
I'll go investigate the smashed one.
Get it? Chiseled jaws? Never mind. It's not important. Fenn, as you cross the foyer to look at the busted bust, you hear a soft bestial hiss in the darkness, and a great shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears.
Ooh,
Hello?
dragon or a ghost of a dragon?
We're not here to harm or loot or anything. Just want answers.
When you call out, the doors to the entrance doors close shut with a loud creak and slam.
We were told that other revenants like myself that we're part of the Order of the Silver Dragon are here.
There is no response.
Shrug. All right. Well. Anyways, this busted head.
Yeah. Do we know who it is?
Does it look like, is it completely smashed? Like you can't recognize it, or?
It is, it's in large pieces, but you still have no idea who it might be.
If we put it back together,
Damn
would
it.
we still know who it is?
Yeah, does anyone have mend? Can anyone fix this
Oh, wait a
bust?
minute. Do I? Do not.
Oz, you're good with building stuff, right?
Do you have mend?
I
Oh, yes, true. He's very good with that. He could put it back together.
Yeah, let's put this head back together.
Let's do a Humpty Dumpty over.
don't think I have mend.
I think
But
it's
you
a
do have
cantrip.
stonework. Yeah, I don't have it either.
Can I try and put the pieces back together like a puzzle?
Yes. You can use. You can roll a history or a sleight of hand, depending on if you're trying to recognize it or if you're trying to be delicate with the pieces.
Let's go with. You know what? Sure. History again. Why not?
You look at the busted bust and like these pieces look like they go together, and try and like fit them, and like you push them together and like they're not really fitting, so you get kind of like frustrated, and you like push it together. It's like, fit, damn you, and like crunch them, and like little bits of marble fall onto the floor, and
Oh,
it just
no.
I don't know.
Dear, you're making it worse. What are we trying to do here? Let me take a look.
I guess just examine.
I'm going to examine the pedestal under the bust that I'm near.
Ooh,
Does it
yeah.
Does it look like it's made of sedimentary stone?
The what?
Sedimentary
pedestal?
rock. The pedestal, yes. See, I'm thinking that if the bust is on shale, maybe I'll buy it.
Meanwhile, while you were screwing around, Hazel took a good long look at that broken pieces of that bust.
I do believe we all
See if
take
she
1d4 of psychic damage.
Right? So Hazel took a good long look at the bust to see if she could recognize or had ever seen the face.
Everyone gets negative inspiration. Their next roll has disadvantage.
Damn it. It's just haunting our brain, like when we're trying to focus on that skill. It's like,
Hazel, you are like in your long lifetime, you've put together a lot of puzzles, and so you feel like, though you can't recognize this person, you do manage to fit the larger chunks together. Though it's a bit more difficult now that the
Yeah.
pieces have been a bit more smashed up. But you manage to, as best you can, fit a face onto in the marble.
But I don't recognize who it is.
Nope.
Well, I'll show it to Fenn. Fenn, do you recognize this? Who is this?
Where's Daddy?
In your history, when you were...
What's wrong with Cortana?
Fenn, do you recognize it? That I put back together?
Sorry, hold on.
I think it might be good night train time.
Well, no, Cortana got hurt by something. I don't know what.
Oh, okay.
Josh isn't here.
Well, regardless,
Nevertheless.
the faces are unrecognizable.
Okay, we don't know who.
All right.
Meanwhile, we thought we saw winged something shadows against the wall. I mean, that's kind of a thing, right? Is this an important thing to wonder?
So, no, where was it? I didn't really notice it see it very well. With the shadow flit over what? And it was just a shadow?
Well, right before the doors shut, yes, it was as if there was I'm sorry, but I want to say it, a dragon in here with us.
As if the dragon was in here.
Yes,
Aye.
that's what I saw.
It was a great shadow with wings that moved across the walls and disappeared.
Yes, it's a great shadow with wings. Moved across the wall. The ghost of a dragon, the shadow of a dragon.
But the shadow came through the windows?
I don't know.
It didn't come through the windows. It was just on the walls. It was just there. It just showed up.
Right, like a ghost. Should we try one of these doors or go upstairs?
Well, I was going to go upstairs, but I suppose we could try one of these. You said there was 6 double doors. I can't really quite tell where they're located.
These
They're,
double lines are doors.
So
Plus
that's 4 of them.
2 at the top and bottom.
I'm back.
Here.
Welcome back. Also, this is the tapestry that you saw.
That's the tapestry.
Yeah,
The
figured
squiggly
that.
line.
Squiggly line is a tapestry or curtain.
Cloth.
Yeah.
Does the tapestry look familiar?
The tapestry was a tall, faded nobleman in silver armor that is hanging from an iron rod above the staircase.
I want to look behind the tapestry.
That's what I.
All right. So you pull the tapestry aside, and as you do so, several fragments come with it. As it is very weak already, and flit to the floor. Behind the tapestry is the stone wall of the mansion.
There's like no plaque or anything though, like saying what the
Nope.
tapestry is.
Okay.
Tapestry.
Which door should we check first?
You lead.
Let's try the one near the closest to the broken thing.
Okay, broken
bus.
bus. Alrighty.
You open the door, You see the side of the mansion that was destroyed. There is rubble that is strewn throughout much of the vast chamber, caused by the partial collapse of the rooms above it. On the pink marble floor, fallen chandeliers lie amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick webs stretch from wall to wall, and moving among them, there are too many giant spiders to count.
Yeesh.
As soon as he said webs.
Yeah, we knew that it
Uh,
can't be good. Who's got that whole fire thing going on?
I'm gonna slowly go back out the door if I can.
Yeah? The
Just
spiders all do notice you, but none of them move.
Me too.
we'll close that door.
Nope. This is the nope
it's a
room.
nope. It's a nope. Close that door.
I would like to try and move some of the big chunks of fragments of this broken bust in front of these doors so we can't open those doors.
Yeah, I mean, Hazel did put it back together, so you can put the full bust there.
Yeah.
It's heavy, but you've got it.
Oh, there we go. Don't go in there. It's full of giant spiders.
Let's try the other side.
Maybe we should rest first.
That's quite
Rest
welcome.
first?
Well,
All right.
I don't feel
Resting.
comfortable.
Get that hut and rest. Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
open the hut. Leomund's tiny hut.
Okay. You get your semi-sphere out.
Big, isn't it? It's too smaller.
It's closer to like
There you go.
this big.
We all pile in there. Everyone gets a corner.
Oh wait, 10-foot
Home.
radius? So it would be
That's what it
this
says.
big?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about.
Alright, so it's not as small as I thought.
There. I think you were right the first time. Right? Or does
Alright.
this mean it's 20 across?
It's 20 across, yeah. Diameter is across, and radius is to the center.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the hut. And get some shut-eye. We're gonna need it.
Okay,
See.
so everyone gets inside. Is there anything you'd like to do before your rest?
I mean, there's no dead bodies, right? Around, so
You haven't seen any.
yeah.
Well.
I would like to cast Find Steed.
Inside the mansion?
What?
Find Steed. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 10-minute cast, and then I have my horse. And he
Oh,
can
for
help
crying out loud.
investigate rooms. Nah, I guess I won't do that. I just figured, have the horse and waste a spell slot tomorrow for it.
I'm gonna swap a cantrip out. I have a long rest here. You know what I just realized I can do? I should have read this before. Beginning at 2nd level, when I cast one of these evocation spells that affects other creatures, I can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level, and the chosen creatures automatically seed on their saving. So many of these spells I've never been able to use because it was going to hit party. I could have possibly used. Should have paid more attention. A lot of times there was something to use. Oh, no, that'll hit one party member.
Now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Going forward.
Now I see cantrip formulas. I could pick a different.
Okay. So you all settle in. Irina is very quiet, keeps to herself. She's very unsure about. I guess you can all tell that she's hesitant about something. But she's quiet and she doesn't say much about anything. She hasn't said much until since you first entered the mansion. What's everyone's passive perception?
12 for Fenn.
Fuck is going.
Would be
There under your skills. There's a bar that says passive perception.
okay.
Under your skills on the left side.
Passive perception 13.
Oz, what is your passive perception?
Which is not a perception check. It's what?
Yeah, you're going to go on your core page.
Yep.
You're going to look on the left-hand side, and you know how where you go to find your skills, like if you're going to roll a perception check or whatever?
Right.
There's one box right below
Oh, see it now. 14.
Okay. So, as you are all getting rested in, settling in, you haven't gone to sleep yet. Surrounding your hut, a wind starts to blow throughout this foyer, and you can see on the outside of the hut ice crystals start to form, starting from the top and crawling their way down to the base. You can still see through it, but it appears that a cold wind has blown through here.
That'll kill those spiders. Spiders don't like cold. That's why you don't have spiders during the winter.
And Oz, from outside, you hear the sounds of hoofbeats pounding the dirt path, and they get close to the mansion and suddenly stop. After a few minutes, the sound of something heavy hitting the ground is heard from outside. And after another minute, the hoofbeats start again. running away down the path as they fade off in the distance. Oz was the only one that heard this.
Yeah, is everyone else sleeping at the moment?
They are in the process of doing so.
In the process of doing so.
So they are getting ready,
That's like
possibly doffing armor, and just getting settled in when you hear this happen.
Okay.
No one else seems to notice it.
It sounds like we just got a package delivered outside, but don't bother, it'll wait till morning.
I'm not going outside for any reason.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, it just sounded like some people rode up and dropped something off and left again. We can check it out in the morning.
Okay. Weird.
Anything else before you go to sleep?
By me.
Okay. You all head to sleep. The sound of rushing wind, possibly that helps you fall asleep, but you all have your full night's rest.
Yay! And is it a new day when we get up?
Yes, your 8 hours goes by, and your hut disappears. You feel a chill, but nothing harming.
I'm going to just go take a little peek outside. And I try to open the door. Will it open?
Oh, it disappeared. The hut disappeared.
Oh,
That's
the
what he
hut
said.
disappeared, yeah. No, I meant out here.
Oh.
Yes, you
And I
open the
look
door.
outside.
You see a package has arrived. Seems like Amazon found this place. But
Of course,
next,
Jeff Bezos has access to Barovia.
It,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we have a delivery here. It looks like a coffin.
Oh dear.
At least it's shaped like a coffin. I'm gonna go up and inspect it.
okay.
What do I see now that I'm close?
You get up. It looks like a very well handcrafted coffin, made from mahogany, and it's very intricately shaped. And there is a plaque with a name on it. The name
Can I read it?
The name reads Hume Farash.
What? Is it a full-size coffin? Like a person, like he would be in, or a little one?
Well, Oz is out there. He's the only
Oh.
one who stepped outside
I'm the
to
only one looking at it.
peer.
I
Look
also
at it.
follow outside.
Okay, you can move your tokens if you'd like.
Ready? Oh! Oh my goodness, it is. Oh my goodness. Let him see that.
You both see this as well, and the name.
And what was the name again?
Hume.
Hume Farash.
You know, Hume. Guy in the golden armor.
Hume did
Oh.
not follow you outside. Neither did Irina. They are both still inside the mansion.
Is it empty? Is the coffin empty?
I'm going to open the coffin.
Alright. You find that it is not nailed shut. And as you open it, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw. Alright. The coffin slowly opens with a creak, and as you pull it open, a group of winged dark figures burst out of it. And you, just in time, jump out of the way as they fly. This dark cloud of creatures swarms around for a moment before flying off to the north.
Goodness. A little booby trap.
The
So what did I
coffin,
miss?
a swarm of bats flew at
Oh.
Oz, but he avoided them. And the coffin is otherwise empty.
Damn it, I was hoping for a body. Just one body.
Well, back we go in to check the rest of the house. Don't tell Fenn about. Don't tell Hume about that.
I'd kill for a
about-
body right now.
Yeah, about right.
I found
All right,
bodies.
let's go
Somebody's at the
back
door.
in.
What? So, like,
Don't
there
say
was a
anything to
coffin.
Hume.
It's got Hume's name on it, and
Yes.
bats flew out
It's
of it.
just a little threat. That's all it is.
For what? A threat from who and for what?
Who runs around throwing things in coffins all the time? You know who.
I don't
Yes.
know who.
He's asked us to do things for him, which we've said no to. So we have to just keep going. Maybe there's something here that can help. It's like this dragon ghost thing.
All right. Well, I've had enough. I'm going upstairs.
Well, we should stay together.
Well, come on then.
This top floor.
I guess I need. Hang on. He might
Do you want to go to the left or the right?
Hume, come with us. Okay.
Let's go to the left.
Left. Top or the bottom? Left. That's top.
I apologize for the screaming child in the background if you can pick it up.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Cortana's losing her mind because her Kindle said it's bedtime. And that's something to be very upset about.
Oh. How old is she?
She's 5.
Did they get
my
their-
token didn't
Did they
make
get
it.
their cast list yet?
Stop moving your character.
Sorry.
I gotta take care of your token. Okay, so you go up the stairs.
All right.
Yes.
If you
Yeah.
scroll up, you'll find your tokens.
Got it. The upstairs looks like it's in pretty good shape.
What was the commotion outside?
There was a coffin out there.
Did you find your body?
No, it had your name on it.
Oh, Fenn. What did I say? What did I say?
I don't
Fenn?
understand why we have to keep it from him. He has
What
the right
did
to
I
know it
say?
had his name on it.
Well, it sounds like somebody's was really nice to get me a coffin. I mean, I might die here. I almost did before.
I don't
You're not gonna die,
understand.
you're fine.
Like,
Someone was
who-
trying to be.
why would
funny.
somebody threaten you and not all of us, though?
They kind of are threatening
Well,
us. I have a feeling that won't be long before I get one with my name on it as well.
I almost died yesterday. It's possible that the person who didn't kill me is sending another threat.
What do you mean the person who didn't kill you? Like the guy yesterday with the
Yes.
Stani?
The Argle
Or
person.
is there
The
someone else who's like after you?
Well, I mean, seems like everyone's after us.
But specifically you.
I almost died at his hand, yes.
And he knew you were here.
That makes it even more creepy. Okay, I thought it was a nice gift, but now, I don't know, he knows my address.
Right.
I can't believe he freaking searched me.
Did he Google me?
Yeah, did he Google me? Freaking Amazon.
All right. Where are we gonna go?
All right. Continuing up here. What do I see? I see a hallway that goes off to my right.
You see two stone balconies that flank the main foyer. Balusters carved to resemble knights in shining armor support their elegantly carved stone railings. Weapons and shields festoon the walls along each of these walkways, while alabaster busts of handsome men flank hallways that lead north and south, away from the foyer. At the west end of each balcony is an archway that leads to a spiral staircase going up.
I've got a feeling that we should take this spiral staircase.
I voted
Okay.
partial. Spiral myself.
That's the opposite direction, but these are the spiral
that goes down.
staircases.
This one.
How do I know where the spiral staircase is? I don't see
Wait, because
anything.
you saw it.
There, now I can see something.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Harry,
So we started going up. I think we should continue just going up.
Up and up and up. Okay, there you are.
There's always something at the top of a tower. Hopefully it's not spiders.
why did to be spied?
Okay. There we go. You go up the spiral staircase. And you'll be about 3/4 the way down in the middle of the page.
Can't seem to move my token.
Hey. Door here.
Stuck.
Yeah. Oh, glue on the floor here. Watch out. Oh, is that a curtain? Looks like there's a
Yes.
curtain.
At the top of the staircase is a tattered black curtain.
I would like to cut the curtain down.
How many strikes does it take to cut the curtain down? We'll see. You go to swipe at it, and it just opens normally.
Oh, sweet. My token is stuck.
Is
Yeah,
it?
mine too.
There we go. I was like stuck on collision or something. Is this a door?
It is a door.
I will open door.
Open door. Okay. So you open the door. Through the door, you see dust and cobwebs, faded war banners adorning the walls of a spacious chamber, in the center of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wood-carved dragons perched atop them. Slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal humans in tattered chainmail.
Bodies!
Fenn's very excited.
The corpses tilt their heads in your direction.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
One of them growls, "Why do you disturb the living dead?"
Oh, well. Talk to him, Fenn.
Does anyone else see this, or is it just me?
No, everyone sees
I
it.
haven't gone in the room yet.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah,
can't.
we can do it.
I can't get out of the staircase.
Ah,
Oh, now I could move. There. Okay.
You
There were
just
too many people in the way, I think.
You disappeared into the wall.
I think the
He's a wallflower.
I will. I assume I have my hood up, and I will remove my hood and say,
Hey, bro.
hail and well met. I am also an undead, and I was told that I could find similar revenants like myself at Argonvostholt. Are you them?
Hey.
we are cursed with this life.
Is that what it is? I'm sorry,
Begone.
it's been...
We do not wish to speak to you.
Well, but I want to speak to you. Are you... How long have you been here?
Too long. Centuries and centuries.
So, maybe 400 years? It's been about 425 years since I, passed, but I recently rose up.
How can you
And
be
these
so
people-
exact? How do you know that's true?
I assume.
Oh, so
You know what assuming does.
yes.
Gets you killed.
Yeah, that's what my captain used to tell me. Is there a commander or a leader that we could talk to?
No. Your place is not here.
Then where is my place?
In the ground soon enough.
Oh.
But I understand that I can't go into the ground and go back to rest until the evil that controls this land is slain. And that's what we're aiming to do. And I gesture to the people behind me.
I want you to make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
And we wave cheerily. Hello. This is us.
16.
You may know how we live and die. You may know you might come back. But that won't stop us from seeing if it's true for you as well.
Like if I come back? If I die and I come back?
If you stay here, we can always find out.
Seems.
Like, what are you doing? What? Are you all that remain of the Order of the Silver Dragon?
It is no concern of yours.
It is. I was tasked by a powerful,
Show them the
believed
thingy.
to
Show
be
them
dead
that thingy.
individual to tell me to come here.
Show them the thingy you have.
Is that what Strahd told you? Are you an
No,
ally of him?
I am not.
Prove it!
And it'll
Show your worth!
show my worth. I'm gonna like,
Show the amulet. Show
I'm
him
gonna
the
pull out my
amulet.
sending stone. Am I able to use
Don't
that?
you have the
Hold on.
silver amulet with the dragon on it?
I don't have a silver amulet. I have an amulet of devout, which has the symbol of the Morning Lord on it. But that's, I don't think that's really helpful.
When the individual instructs you, the other 4 corpses will stand from the table and draw their weapons.
I don't want to fight. I want to fight the evil Mr. S. I know you're not, I understand you're not supposed to say his name.
I do not
and
fear him.
Mordenkainen is the one who told me to come here and seek help.
I do not know that name.
Damn it.
Show him the thing you stole from him. The axe.
I
that
didn't
you stole.
steal anything. I don't know what you're talking about. What axe?
From the basement. Didn't you take that axe from the basement?
I have
that
no
we took
axe.
away from the.
There is no axe. I have no axe.
You don't have my axe.
Oh no.
And my axe.
What can I do?
What was the name of the elf that we spoke?
That was. Gosh, I'm gonna get to here. Argonvostholt. Casimir. Casimir Velikov was the name of the elven elder.
Him. Can Hazel try a poke her head in there and do a persuasion roll?
I mean, well, you can poke your head in, but
They're probably
depends on
not
what you
gonna
say.
Human. Say, oh Fenn, please tell them about Casimir, the ancient elf. Perhaps they remember him. He was the one that told us to help here.
I doubt it.
As Hazel, you enter the doorway, the individuals will turn their blades to you, and the individual talking will say, "Hag, I knew you were with Strahd. Leave or die."
How would you think? No, we've been here to fight Strahd. Our goal is to kill Strahd. We're just not strong enough yet.
Fenn, do you have
thumbs up?
something?
I had the name Casimir, the elf that told us, and yeah.
I understand that that evil bastard, Mr. S, I won't say his name, he doesn't deserve it, stole something that belonged to the Order of the Silver Dragon. Is there a way for us to get that back? Is the silver dragon still alive?
I want you to roll persuasion with advantage.
Roll better than you have.
21.
Okay.
Woohoo!
With that, after you mention that, the individual in the back, the one speaking, will gesture, and the other corpses will remove their long swords from the offensive position and lower them in front of themselves, but still stand at attention. And he will approach. With at every step, you hear a creak, a grind of bone on bone. His armor is tattered, but clinks with rusted metal. And he stands at the head of the table. And he says, "He took that dragon's heart.
Oh my.
Slew
Perhaps-
it, stole it from us, and now keeps it high above as an ornament to his victory."
Hold on.
The dragon is no longer under its own mind. It has been corrupted.
Well,
You know this, so you must have some knowledge of what you plan to do for it.
our ally, Mordenkainen, has told us that there is a weapon, a legendary weapon that could slay Mr. S. But surely we would need more than just that. We would need an army, like the great armies that rose up to defend this land long ago, centuries ago. I know that for a fact. Because I was part of that army before I died. I died trying to stop that conqueror, that spoiled prince, taking over our land. But the fight's not done. There are people here who want to fight, who want to see the sun, to be free, to rest.
We too did die just outside, and he'll point out the window, defending this estate from the devil. We did too fail at our defenses, and it is our curse to continue to fail against him. Do this one thing for us. Retrieve the dragon's heart. Bring it here, and you may get your army.
Well.
Got it. Dragon heart, get army.
What does the dragon heart look like? You say he hangs it up high?
It's a light. in one of the
Outside.
towers. I swear we saw it.
You can't
What
miss
color
it.
is it?
It's. You see, imagine your own heart, but in a dragon. Monstrous size. Glows with a silver light.
Are you saying that you like he has it up high outside
In his castle,
in his castle? Okay. Good to know.
mocking us as a trophy for his ultimate victory against us.
If it's one thing that I plan to accomplish, it is that I will return the Silver Dragon's heart. Do I remember if the Silver Dragon was a female or a him, her?
Well, you
And
heard
I know silver
stories.
dragons are intelligent.
You heard stories of a silver dragon, but you never actually saw one, and you didn't get a pronoun.
I see.
It was always referred to as the silver dragon.
Okay. Well, I will make sure. It's one thing that I want to accomplish. It is that I will return the Silver Dragon's heart.
When you do return it, he points in that direction. Go to the mausoleum. Bury it in its grave. And then a beacon to all of the silver dragon who oppose the devil will join you. Until then, leave this place.
Well, we've got our marching orders.
Yeah. Very well. May I get a name of you, sir?
My name, you, soldier, may refer me as Sir Godfried Gwillem.
Freed Willem? Sir Godfrey. Willem. Do I recognize that name?
You could roll history.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Let's. You know what?
I am feeling pretty
roll.
confident.
18!
Yes, you do. It is, it is the second in command of the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Okay. I salute. And hearing his name, I will say, "Sir, yes, sir. I understand that we are cursed, but it's hopeful to have you, sir, potentially help fight once we return the heart."
The promise has been made. Be sure you don't break it.
Understood. And I will, I guess, tell.
Do you think they'd mind if we go ahead and look around a little bit before we? I mean, we'll leave, but just look around a little bit before we leave.
Is it all right if we take a rest before we head out?
Take a rest. You just did that.
I understand, but these living people are. It's been a while since they've felt some sort of safety.
You know what else has been a while? Since I've had a chance to rest. You've been in the ground for that time, not worried about what goes on in the above. Well, our men march towards the castle and continue to die, rising up again only to be destroyed once more. You can rest when you're dead.
I'll tell
I
Hazel.
hear that.
Okay. I
Okay.
was like,
All right.
understood.
All right. Very good.
I'll turn to the group. I'm like, let's head out.
Can we look around this other side of this wall? Can we get over this rail at all?
You
Ben's just
can
gonna
make your way
go.
through it if you'd like.
Like I couldn't remember where the door was.
The door was to the left.
I know, but I'm pretending I can't remember where the door
Oh.
was. Snooping, searching.
So, where are you? The roof over this part of the mansion has collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, and other debris. Beneath the rubble lie a sagging floor and puddles of rainwater.
Anybody else want to search around at all?
Ben's got his orders. He's gonna go back downstairs.
Oz? Oz?
No.
You don't want to look around?
Hume will slowly close the door so that any conversation that
Not really.
continues will not be heard by the people in there.
All right. I poked my head around and I saw something in this other room, but you don't want to look?
Well, they don't want us to look, do they?
I
Oh,
don't think
they
they're
said no.
watching.
Should we at least look at the mausoleum, see where we're supposed to take the
Yeah,
heart?
where is the
That sounds good.
mausoleum?
All
Yeah.
right.
He pointed to the right side when he was in the room. So
Here.
you all
Well, it
head
wouldn't be
downstairs.
upstairs, would it? Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we do. The mausoleum probably would be upstairs. There is a room next to them.
I like that they pulled out, they came off as very threatening, and they pulled out their swords, and then some like deal kind of thing was made, and then they were like, leave, go away. go do your task.
Oh, we left their
And
room.
Hazel's like, well, let's look around.
Yeah.
Can we still look around, though?
Let's break the deal immediately.
They probably haven't been out of that room in a long time.
Listen, we were supposed to also deliver wine to several places, and we just didn't do that, so...
Yeah. So, I mean,
To the right? Like this way?
Yeah.
well, this is the second floor. They have a mausoleum on the second floor?
Yeah.
That was the third floor.
I only caught a little bit of what I heard through the doorway. What exactly is happening? Can you give me the short version?
Mausoleum. Oh, well, found a bunch of dead people who have been cursed. Remember the army we saw? Yeah, that's kind of a ghost army. They've been cursed to fight that battle and lose for centuries. They have tasked us with getting the heart of the dragon back from Mr. S. It is hanging in his castle, light bulb or something. Or light. Like a lantern.
Alright, well,
Puzzle.
you all just have to drop me off before you go
We
there.
will.
I'm not interested in
We
going to the
certainly
castle
will.
again.
No, I understand. You would. Oh, look, there's another curtains here.
Fenn, in front of you, you see a red velvet curtain that hangs in front of an alcove in this northeast corner.
I will pull the curtain back.
Alright, you pull it back, revealing an alcove with windows.
Does there appear to be any kind of mausoleum out the windows? Like, can I see it?
So you look out and down, and you see a cemetery down below with several graves, and further northeast is a mausoleum.
Sweet. It's outside.
Okay.
Let's go outside.
All right.
There is another
Curtain.
Balcony
another
outside?
curtain here if you'd like.
Sure. Pull it back.
Monster!
Three skeletons stumble out.
It's a giant spider.
Ah!
Alright. You pull the curtain back, and you see against the window there is a black cover, a black cloth covering something on top of a white marble pedestal.
I would like to investigate that.
You take the black cloth away?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of pick up the black cloth.
You pull it back to reveal a decaying, decrepit, severed head of Fenn.
Of me?
Yes.
The fuck?
When I look at it, do I see the same thing?
Yes, you do.
I see Fenn's severed head.
It is more decaying than now, I guess.
Why is it there? What is this?
Somebody's trying to get it inside our head, I'll tell you that.
I'm confused, but also I am remembering how the abbot did something similar.
Yeah.
That's ominous. I know that's not my head, but it looks like mine. My head's on my shoulders.
I think so too.
I'm gonna put the black cloth back over.
Yeah, stay
Okay.
there,
You covered up.
head.
Yeah, that was weird. All right, I'll put the curtain back too.
Yuck. Very
Weird.
good.
All right.
Continuing.
Anyways, we were going outside, right?
Anyway, yes. Try.
Back
This is the
outside.
second floor, so we probably don't. Stairs. Oh yeah. Entry hall. Call it. Spiders that direction.
Hold on. Stop moving your character
Oh.
so I can
Sorry.
move your token. Scroll
Oh, right.
straight down and you'll find it.
Okay. Oh, shot.
Let's go through those doors by the broken bust.
Ha,
The
no,
spider doors?
not doing spider. Right.
No thanks.
Hello, dragon.
Osmondius!
We gotta go
Leroy a
behind this thing. Are we
dragon.
all out? Here we go. Around the building, I guess.
Maybe we can store your head in the coffin.
We left it there.
I don't think that was my head.
Look like your head.
Besides, that's not my coffin. My oh,
Someone is a very
my
talented
coffin's
forger
back in
of
Velaki.
All right. So where
Oh,
are we
right.
going now?
I forgot about
We're going to the mausoleum, remember?
Yeah, we're going around the building.
All right.
Going around. We have to go around the castle.
You
Go
didn't-
to the.
You didn't have to go around, but, you know.
We didn't have to
We
go
didn't?
around?
Well, I mean, you can go through it.
How?
Find
Through the
any other
spider room?
doors.
Through the doors?
No,
There
there
were
was
6
other
pairs of
doors.
doors. You went
we
through
just
one.
didn't try any other doors. We're skipping everything.
Yep. Going around
Putting a
the
pin in it.
mansion.
Yes, yes. Why would we?
Well,
want
because they
to?
told us to leave. Fenn's following orders. The rest of you can go and explore. That's fine.
I was trying to get somebody to go exploring. No. All right, fine. Skip it.
You can
You-
go explore, Hazel.
No, we're skipping it.
We
We're
do.
putting a pin in it. Maybe we'll come back someday.
You do see into all these windows and whatnot. You see
Yeah.
a you see an iron gate here that
Mm-hmm.
looks to be chained shut.
Mm. Good. Yeah. Chair up. Tunda here.
Oh, what do we see through those windows?
Look like beds.
Yeah.
Destroyed
In here?
beds. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see it's kind of hard, but you see kind of the wreckage of beds and bedspreads and other pieces of furniture scattered about the room.
Okay.
Bedroom. Yeah, a bunch of beds. Might have been a guardhouse. Oh, is that an
We are
open grave
coming
there?
up on a.
Here it is. Is this the mausoleum here?
There's a recently buried body.
I wonder if we can get in this direction.
You can
Okay.
attempt to climb the gate or the
Yes.
fence here.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
All right, roll athletics if you want to try and get over.
19.
Pretty good. Me. Oh, Oz. Oz. Hello?
Oz can just stay put if he wants.
Athletics, huh?
All right. Both Hume and Fenn, though they are strapped in heavy armor, manage to lift and pull their way over the metal iron bars of this fence and drop on the other side deftly. Hazel doesn't have anything weighing her down, so she manages to get over without too much struggling. Irina does the same. Oz, you are having quite a bit of trouble. Heavy armor, 7-foot high fence. Don't really
I'm
mix
a
for a dwarf.
dwarf.
Can
And
someone throw him a rope?
you do pull yourself over, like a lot of struggle happens, and as you throw yourself over the fence, it manages to slice at you, and you take 4 slashing damage, but
Oh,
make it to the other side.
Forgot. Go to there. Got it.
As you all land in the cemetery, you suddenly feel like someone or something is watching you.
Oh boy.
Looking up here in the tower, you spot a well-dressed man with a thick mane of thistledown hair observing you from a high tower window. He draws the curtain and disappears from view.
There's a living person. See that? All right.
You
Looking
see,
at these graves.
yeah, you see many graves have been placed here. Tombstones faded with names. Although 5 of these dig sites have been exhumed. That's the word. Exhumed. And one of them here has a mound of fresh dirt on it.
Someone's been.
Can I read the name?
destroyed?
You cannot read the name. It is faded beyond recognition.
Or is there any tombstones that I can read?
You look at all of them, you can't understand any of them. But you can roll investigation if you'd like.
Okay.
And that goes for anyone who would like to make
I'd
it.
like to search.
Hazel, you are looking at all these gravestones, looking at the graves themselves, and you notice that the ones that have been exhumed show signs of claw marks on the edges. as if something used their either talons, claws, or hands to pull the dirt from these graves.
Oh, like they were dug up, not like they were dug out.
Yes.
My friends, I think there's been a ghoul at work here. Take a look at these. Something has dug these graves up. I was assuming the gentleman upstairs had come out of the grave, but now I wonder. Well, on to the mausoleum, I guess, unless you want to do something else. Did you want to find a friend, Fenn? Find a friend, Fenn?
I could try. Yeah, I could try.
What about this new grave over here?
I'll
Fresh
phone a
one?
friend. Yeah, let's look at one of these ones that aren't dug up. Is there a radius on this spell? I don't really have a radius, I guess, for this spell.
What are you looking for?
Animate dead. Is there a radius? 10 feet. Is the range. Well,
It says within range. It doesn't say you have to see him.
yeah, alright, cool. Because that's in range, that's in range, and that one's kind of in range. That one's in range. There's 4 chances here. So I will cast Animate Dead.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Four.
All right. Well, this one you haven't seen yet.
Oh god, it's Captain Marsh! He would have helped upstairs.
As a striking man, pale, eyes lifeless, crawls out of one of these graves, pushing the dirt aside. Everyone, you all notice that after this person pulls himself out of the grave, it looks a lot like the other dug up grave sites.
Oh, wow. Maybe it isn't a ghoul.
I go to help him up. And then seeing that it is my captain, I help him up and then I salute. And say
Alright, what is this now? Soldier?
So yes, sir. We're here at Argonvostholt. The upper folk have given us orders. And I know that we need all the help we can get. So glad to have you here. Sir.
Not sure I'm glad to be here. Where's the army?
The army failed, sir.
Why am I in a cemetery? Who are these outsiders?
It's been like 400 years, sir. We died.
Well then, I need me some mead.
Understood, sir.
I have centuries of drinking to catch up with. Hume says, I hear that.
They both
I'll join
nod
you.
to each other.
Oh yeah, where's the nearest tavern?
That's a good question. They don't have one here. There's very few people, very few soldiers remaining here. As I understand it,
Cask of wine is.
oh, yeah. There's a winery nearby.
But
I
we have
guess
something
that'll
else we've
do.
We have orders, though, don't we? Don't we, dear? We have orders. Orders.
We do,
Go to
yes.
this
The
mausoleum here.
Goody
Oh,
first.
come on, I
Goody
just
first.
woke up.
It.
Can
Well,
I
as soon
get
as
a
we're done
little
with this
wet
one little
on my
thing, and then
whistle?
we're off yes, we'll wet that whistle so fast as soon as we get this one little job done.
All right, well, let's check out the mausoleum first. Then we can head to the winery. Get you some alcohol. My horse is there anyways, so. Oh, he's got a battle axe. Cool, and a heavy crossbow.
What are you talking about?
Captain Marsh, the guy
He
who
ra-
just
he raised
was
a new
raised.
guy.
He
raised a
has
new friend.
he has a battle axe and a heavy crossbow.
Cool. All right. What's the door to the thing look like? The mausoleum.
Alright, so you step up to look at this mausoleum and you see tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings cling to the stone-tiled roof of the mausoleum. An 8-foot tall, 4-foot wide white marble door set into the southwest wall is engraved with the name Argonvost.
Argon. Well, this must be it. What are we looking for again here?
Hold on, Argonvost was the rich guy.
Yes, well, we were told to go to this mausoleum. They pointed to this area, and they said,
Yeah.
go here and get, what was it?
Well, no, we don't have to get
Well,
anything.
yes,
We have to.
We have to get the heart first and then take it to the mausoleum.
Yeah.
Argonvost was the lord of this estate, not the dragon. What
Well,
are
he's
you talking
upstairs.
about?
There's someone
Heart.
upstairs. There's a gentleman with white hair we saw in the window, and we skipped going to see him, so I don't know.
The spoiled prince that defeated our armies, stole the silver dragon's heart. And the higher-ups have ordered us to go and retrieve the heart and bring it to this mausoleum. But this isn't where the dragon is.
Maybe it is. Why do you think it's not where the
Because
bones
Argonvost,
of
if
the
this is a cemetery or a mausoleum for Argonvost was the man, the lord, not a dragon.
Well, then where do you think they were born? They said mausoleum and pointed to this.
Well, so they were. You're talking about several different things here. It seems.
Does this-
Take the heart to the mausoleum? So why does the mausoleum have to be for the dragon?
I guess I thought that the heart was to go back to the dragon. To
Why?
bring the dragon back under its own control, because Mr. S controls the dragon because he has the heart.
He doesn't have a dragon, he just has the heart.
But no, he controls the dragon.
That isn't what they said. They said he keeps it on the display to taunt.
I think we're putting the heart before the corpse.
I would love to talk to that gentleman that was upstairs
You go
before
do
we
that.
run off to the castle.
I don't know what
dragon's heart.
gentleman.
There was didn't you see in the window when we came into the graveyard here? Up in one of the windows of the tower here, there was a man looking out down at it. A living man with white hair.
I don't think he was living, was he?
You didn't see it?
I don't.
I think she's saying you're presuming a lot.
Because I don't necessarily know if we thought he was alive or not. He was just it was a man with silver, bushy hair. Was it?
Yes. He didn't say it was an animated corpse. He said it was a man.
Well, there have been an awful lot of lively corpses around lately.
All right, if you don't want to go check it, what do you guys want to do?
Hazel, do you want to open the door? You said you were going to.
I would love to open the door, yes.
Okay.
Anything.
Make a strength check.
As long as we're here. Strength. Oh, not strong. Whoa,
Oh.
bad.
You spoke too soon. Hazel, you are determined to get some answers. You won't take no, or a threat from a corpse for you to leave this place. And you grab the handle of this heavy stone door, and with all your might, you pull it open. With the scraping of stone on stone, you managed to open up the door to the mausoleum, revealing the inside.
It's a mausoleum. See a dragon thing.
You see the interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty. You see 4 empty alcoves with raised floors. Etched into the far wall is a verse written in a strange language.
Well, do you want to look in here, my friends, before we go on, so that we know where we need to bring the dragon heart back to?
Sure.
Does anyone have I see that no one knows the language that's here. Does anyone have a spell like comprehend languages that they can cast?
I speak Elvish and Sylvan.
I checked everyone's character sheet. It's nobody has this language.
I could shoot. I could try bringing Sir Pratchett around.
Does he know comprehend languages?
He has comprehend languages.
Oh, but it's a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
You have like 3 more tries, right?
2 more.
Well,
I get 3 a day.
You have 3 animate dead and 1 raise dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 1 raise dead and 3 animate dead, and I just used 1 animate, so I could try using a second animate.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he has comprehend languages.
Well, see if we can do that.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta bring Sir Pratchett around.
Mr. Ozymandias,
What?
do you have comprehend languages
No.
of the spell that you have?
No, I don't.
So you cast animate dead again. Roll a d4.
I have to get a 2, right?
Well,
No, you have to get a 3.
I have to get a 3?
You have to get a 3.
Heck yeah! Pratchett! He's the one that I spend the most time with.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it was on the battlefield. We were buddies. He's back to his full 9 hit points.
9 hit points?
He pulls out of the ground and I wave at him. I was like, Pratchett!
Not again.
Welcome back, buddy. I told you I'd bring you back.
He'll lumber over to you, swaying side to side. Hello, sir.
The captain's back too.
Oh, well, good. Glad to see you. I guess. I I need some drinking to get us back in ship shape. What do you think, Sir Pratchett? Sure, I guess. You may have died once, but you haven't died as many times as I have.
Mr. Pratchett, can you read this? Sorry, interrupt.
Go inside.
Alright,
Is Irina coming?
if everyone else is going in, then yeah. She was gonna stay outside, but since everyone's piling in this small room. And Sir Pratchett casts the
Comprehend languages.
spell.
Achoo!
Okay. And with that, reveals this verse, I guess, these sentences.
What language is this?
Sir Pratchett tells you it's
Draconian?
Draconic.
Ah, so there we have it.
It says, "Here lie the bones and treasures of Argonvost, Lord of Argonvostholt, founder of the Order of the Silver Dragon." So it is a mausoleum for Argonvost. He died.
I wonder if the dragon himself is the Lord of Argonvostholt.
Is that a thing? Can dragons do that?
They're intelligent. Then they do like treasure.
If you want, you can roll a history check. Anyone can roll a history check on dragons.
I will do that. Ugh.
Can Captain Marsh and Pratchett do as well?
Sure.
Pratchett's roll. There's Captain Marsh. Yeah, Captain Marsh makes sense. He's like, why do
Whatever.
I?
Fuck that. Can't think straight without my mead.
I guess that makes sense. He was always a little drunk. High functioning alcoholic.
But Sir Pratchett tells you quite a lot about dragons. He studied a bit of the Silver Dragon, so he knows quite a bit more about it than anyone else. But when he was studying his magic, he found out that dragons can shapeshift into humanoid forms. And there was a rumor that the dragon that was fabled to reside over this Order of the Silver Dragon was Argonvost himself. But that was just a rumor.
So there was a stone in Strahd's castle that glowed, right?
Yes, you all saw it.
Was
Yes.
that the heart?
I think so. It throbbed a little bit, didn't it? It beated. You could hear a heartbeat.
Did it?
Yeah, it was hanging. I think it was hanging like at the top of one of the towers we saw it.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, it had a thrumming heartbeat type feel to it.
But it didn't look like a heart. Yeah,
it
I
didn't
thought
look like
that was
heart.
red. Was
I
it,
kept
or was
thinking
it blue?
Red too. Can't remember.
It was
So we
red.
want to look.
It was red.
That was red.
Maybe it's red while it's there. Maybe it's been. They did say that it's been
Corrupted.
Yeah. Corrupt.
Because I don't remember any, but they just said it would be glowing silver.
Unless it's corrupt.
The dragon's heart is monstrous in size, glows with a silver light in his castle, can't miss it. But I don't remember any other glowing crystal outside of that giant red one. That was big. It was huge. Monstrous
What do you
size.
think we should do? Should we go to the one we saw and see if that's it, or should we do something?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of our only lead.
Just take a stroll into the castle and see if it's the right one.
Yeah.
You would need a plan to get into the castle, right?
Yes. Probably can't just stroll in and hide.
Maybe he'll have another dinner party.
Gosh. Well, at least let's head back to the winery. Because that's where the elf wanted us to go, was to rescue his sibling in the castle.
Okay, it wasn't
Wait,
this
what?
castle?
Right?
I don't remember
or not
that at
rescue,
all.
but
Not in the winery.
Well, you said
We
go
were
to the
on this
winery to go to
road.
the castle.
well, no, sorry, excuse me. Like go to the winery to, I guess, plan, because it's kind of back
What?
towards that way, right?
No, it's in the opposite direction.
The winery is.
The winery is towards the west. The castle is to the
Yeah.
east.
Oh, I see. Never mind.
There's someone in this castle that we maybe.
All
see if
right,
we
let's
can
go
find.
find him and make him talk.
Well, or he will talk. Maybe he wants to talk. He didn't seem so interested in us that he didn't turn away from the window.
Okay. So we're going inside to investigate that
Yeah.
figure.
Now, we saw which window he came out of, right? Which window did he come out of?
It was a window
window?
in this tower.
That tower. Okay. That is not the tower we were at. Okay.
Uh,
I'm not climbing that fence again.
No, let's go in the back way here. If we can.
I'm gonna walk through these graves.
Hazel and Oz, you check this door and it's locked.
Fiddle. Are these windows or these look like windows?
Those are windows, yes.
I'm gonna turn to Pratchett and be like, "Hey, should I raise Kali as well?" do you think?
Sure, more the merrier.
Right. Let me find a grave that isn't opened. I'm gonna investigate these graves around here because I know Marsh came out of one, Pratchett came out of another. So I'm gonna investigate the graves over in this area. Can I I guess investigate, see if anything's inside them? Like make sure they're
Okay.
closed or not open.
Well, you see these ones. This one was where Captain Marsh came out of, so it looks a lot
Okay.
like the rest of these. And I want you to roll an intelligence, just straight intelligence.
You underestimate my stupidity.
You're just like thinking really hard, and you're thinking, well, maybe.
Well, okay. Fresh body, right? We want a fresh body. And some of these look kind of old. Like they haven't been touched. Like they got grass on them and stuff, right? So maybe I should go for the fresh one. Like that's this one. It looks like it's covered in dirt. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm going to check that.
Okay, are you looking at it? Or are you digging it up? What's going on?
I'm probably digging it up to try and help if there is a body inside so that I will have an easier time. Because, ladies, gotta help them.
Okay. Misogynist Fenn, but Um,
No, it's like holding the door for an undead woman.
okay.
It's just polite.
All right, I'll give you that. Okay, well, you start digging, and after a little bit, your hand hits something flat and firm. Not as firm as a stone, but like something made of possibly wood.
Coffin?
You keep digging, and it is a large square, like a square foot in diameter. Yeah, a square foot.
I'm gonna call out to Pratchett and Marshall's like, here, help me dig this thing out. Like, if it's a fresh body, I'm gonna raise it so that it's Callie. But I need help.
As you keep digging, you find that there are bony fingers holding it down.
That's weird. I guess I'm gonna call out to the rest of the group. Like, hey, there's something weird about this coffin. You guys know a lot about coffins?
No, you're the expert here.
I haven't been dead very often.
I've only been dead once. But I don't think I was in a coffin, so I know nothing of coffins. I know they're really nice and rich people have them. Do you normally have, like, skeletal hands holding them down?
Not that I've heard of.
Usually when things are like that, they want to stay down.
But I want this fresh body for my buddy.
Get it out then.
Okay. Come on, gang. Let's dig up this body.
Come on, mystery gang. Okay, so you all manage to clear the dirt, and you find not a soldier lying in the ground, but something appears to be a noble. And in the noble's hands, clutching against its chest, is a tome.
Oh. Well, I could still use this body, but there's like a weird book thing.
Oh, books. I like
books.
Well, so does he.
You guys know a lot about books? Come check out this book. I don't.
Stupid book. I need the body.
I want to check out the book.
Okay, whoever is trying to take the book, roll a athletics.
Right, because the hand's holding it. Yeah, got it. Bony fingers. Wow.
Bony fingers.
Why are they red?
That's a critical fail.
Got it. So as I try to take it out of his hands,
you
his middle finger flies up and hits me in the nose.
you're like, you know when you try and pick up something that you think is heavy and it actually is really light, and you like pull it up really fast? Well,
And smack your head. Yeah.
you pull, like, you get your hands around it and you pull really hard, and it's so hard that the book smacks you in the face. The corpse flies forward and you fall on your back while the body crumbles against you. You manage to get the book out of the grasp, but the body is in shambles. It crumbles.
Oh!
The bones so old that they just disintegrate.
Wait, I thought this was a fresh body. I was lied to.
Fenn.
Who the hell is digging up old bodies?
But after Oz takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage from this book to the
Oh.
face.
Dice are hurting him today.
Me too.
Inanimate objects are hurting Oz.
Yeah.
You brush away the dirt and reveal this to be the Tome of Strahd. You open it up, and this is the
Like his diary?
scripture inside. And
Uh.
when you find it, you feel as if you've fulfilled a tarot reading. You gain a level.
Yay!
Woo!
Just
See?
Oz or all of us?
No, just Oz. Yeah, all of you.
Just Oz, the rest of you guys.
Or everyone
God, I'm
except
always looking-
Oz, because the natural one.
The double natural ones.
This is what we should have had back at the beginning of the show, of the game.
Yes. Yeah, so we will end it there with that level up, and you can read the tome and see what secrets it hides.
I
And I
wish
still-
I could. I can puzzle out some of it.
There's
No, you
text
have to
down
just
below
scroll
it.
Down. Just
Yeah.
scroll down. On the right-hand side, there's a bar you can pull down. And
Oh, and you can pull down on. Oh, I thought it had only translated the first paragraph, and I was gonna have to try to read that script.
That's what
The cursive.
that's what they did at the very start. There was a
At the
note written in
very
cursive.
start. There was
was a
yeah,
note
we
written
found
in
a note,
cursive
and
and-
Hazel read it, and she was trying to read the script.
I
like
did
the-
my best,
You
man.
you read it perfectly, as I recall. It was perfect, but
It was perfect because you were like, you're an old lady, and you're like, what is this? I need my glasses, man. I
know, that's
can't
what it
read
was.
this.
And I did my best, but then they were all just laughing their asses off. And then they said that it's all the text is just below the
Yeah,
image.
no,
was
I
going-
appreciate the role playing.
Yeah, the role play. Yeah, that was it. That's what it was.
Totally
It was
intended
role
role
play.
playing.
My
It's
life.
totally intended role play. That was, and they're all losing their shit trying to struggle.
If there wasn't a
Um,
translation, I would have been screwed because I can't really read cursive.
Well,
Yeah,
actually, as you are all, if you want to start leveling up your character, I can read it out for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
God, I don't remember how to level.
Let me come over.
There's a levelmancer thing.
Is that something I could do on my character sheet?
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
So it's you
Yes.
go to the little gear. So you have your core, your bio, your spells, and then next to your
Okay.
spells is the gear. And then you go all the way down in that third column to launch level plus character mancer.
Launch level plus, not level 1.
Yeah. You want just the level plus,
Right.
not level 1.
I'm at welcome to Character Mancer. Level up.
Sweet.
And then it just tells you what to do.
You're all level
And you
8.
can roll. You can roll for hit points, or you can just take the average.
Which is best, rolling or taking the average?
I always just take the
It's a
average.
gamble
This
if
is
you
it.
want to roll. You have to take
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Whatever you get, you have to take. So
Yeah.
I always just take the advantage.
I have screwed myself over.
I like
I did.
I like
I
rolling.
didn't see where it made me a chance.
You'll get there eventually. All right. So from the Tome of Strahd, I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, with none of a God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in Castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome, youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all the others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurred me. Old One was my name to her. Elder and brother. Also, her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name. Death. It was the death of the age that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death and a pact of blood. On the wedding day, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found, not even her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear most. But little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me. It holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful duel. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me! What will it take to bend her to love me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of stairs that none may disturb me.
That's a lot of information.
It'd be
So
so
the
much
dude is
helpful if you
mad?
found out that So much earlier in the game.
No kidding.
Before we went to his house, right?
Right?
So he was insulted because he was called old.
Yeah.
Doesn't like being called old. But he's old.
Well, doesn't have anything to
You
do
can't
with
get away
truth.
from the fact that he's old.
You can't get no, you're still old. You're old. You're old as hell.
Huh.
Oh, damn, it's just elder, old. I made a pat for her. It's like she didn't ask for that.
Sweet. Okay. That was a good session.
Interesting.
Learned a lot. Not just in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. There's some spells on the spell list that are Mordenkainen. Isn't Mordenkainen the guy we're going to be that is in this game too?
Yeah, he's our ally.
Oh, he's got a couple
And,
spells on
Victor.
the spell list.